Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, overnight prices are a little bit lower. Stock market's lower, dollars higher, and crude's lower. I think the comments after yesterday's close by the Fed chairman, they were not thinking about raising interest rates, offered some weakness, and then there were some economists that are worried about now the big challenge is debt insolvency. So the virus continues to affect headlines and maybe the economy. The market had been rebounding on talk that we're seeing a little bit better data as far as reopening some of our economy. And so we'll pause right here. The topping action in the stock market and concern that crude had rallied to a point where it actually could start increasing production, could be a signal of some long liquidation or some profit taking in those markets. Over the grain, it's USDA report day. At 11 o'clock, we'll be a lot smarter than we are now as far as USDA thinking about down the road the supply of global crops and the demand and the carryouts. And then we'll probably decide where prices should go based on any changes in those carryouts. Right now we're expecting beans and wheat carryouts to be about unchanged from USDA's May numbers, but they could increase corn because of lower ethanol demand here in the United States. We also will be watching weather. Right now it looks like the next chance of Midwest rains will be May 20th. That's one day later than we thought yesterday. And so you're going to go now between today and May 19th and May 20th with not a lot of precip for the Midwest, and temperatures gradually increasing to maybe above normal. So the 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day maps yesterday were both warm and dry during that time frame. Now initially, cooler temperatures and dryness will probably help the crops. But as we get down the road, we're going to have to be watching pretty closely if that dryness continues after June 20th. And so I think we'll be, after today's report, we'll be focusing on the economy, and we'll also be focusing on the weather, probably more importantly. The Black Sea, parts of Ukraine, Kazakhstan, all our forecasts are drier than normal, so we'll see if that impacts wheat production there. Russian wheat prices continue to trade higher. Egypt yesterday were a buyer of Russian wheat, but they paid about $10 a ton more for that wheat than they did in their previous tender. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.